single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. That's my
today's featured guest speaker, Miss Candice Robinson. She is a very talented lady, and I know in our recent past here in the Tampa Bay area, she was a Tampa Bay cheerleader performer, and she travels the world right now, hosting and training other people in her career profession. And here today, she's going to share with you and train and share with you how she is able to market her business and share it with others. And without further ado, welcome Miss Candice Robinson to the call.
Hi everyone, can you hear me okay?
We hear you loud and clear, Miss Candice.
Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, I'm having some technical difficulties here, so I hope you can see me and hear me. I see a bunch of people. I'm not used to using my phone, so we're just gonna go with what we know here. How's everybody doing tonight?
Absolutely amazing. Coffeelicious. Woohoo! I like what Miss Lolita's doing.
I am excited. I had to grab some coffee in this whole technical dilemma I was having over here, so
well,
give me a minute to have a sip.
Thank goodness you made it on. It looks like you have something amazing in that cup, and I'm sure you're going to tell us all about it. But without further ado, we're going to get started, and I'm going to share the screen. And thank you so much for being today's guest speaker. And without further ado, Miss Candice Robinson, there you have it.
Thank you so much for having me, everyone. So we are here today to talk about Organo. I don't know how many of you have had a chance to try our awesome coffee and teas, but that is how we started. Our company started as a coffee company. It's a health and wellness company. We've been able to, over the last decade, to do some amazing things to help people with not only their health and wealth, but we've also been able to build an amazing team all over the world in about 35 countries. So let's talk about the opportunity. We have been able to, at Organo, to capitalize on the world's fastest growing industries. Like right now, we know the internet is huge. How many of you would turn around if you left your phone home 3 hours away, would turn around and go get your phone? First of all, you got to get your phone calls, you got to get your texts, and we need the internet every single second at our fingertips, right? Home-based business, that's exactly what we do here at Organo. We're able to build a business from home. Some of it use it as our plan B, next to our plan A. I haven't told you about myself, but I'm a hairstylist. Miss Mia told you a little bit about me. But I've been a hairstylist for the last 21 years. And that was my plan A. And I've been able to be a business owner for the last 21 years, even through the 2008 market crash. But guess what sustained me at that time? It was my home-based business. And thank God for it, because when my plan A failed, plan B stepped right in to help supplement what was going on. The third industry is going to be health and wellness, which is a $1 trillion industry. Most people want to feel good, live longer, look better. So health and wellness is a huge industry that we've been able to take a part of. Also, weight management. Ooh, in America, we have an issue with obesity, mostly because of the way we eat. We're the land of fast food and drive-throughs. So it's just part of our culture and what we do. So we've been able to be a part of that industry. Also coffee, like I said, Organo started off as a coffee company, a tea company, organic and gourmet with a secret ingredient, and has put our coffee all over the world and helped to improve people's health at the same time. The last industry is going to be skincare. Skincare is huge. Like I said, people want to feel better. They want to look better. I work in an industry where I'm a hairstylist, and I'm telling you, we have more women that walk into our salon that have been plumped, fluffed, shot up, cosmetically done. They spend a lot of money for that. And if you can do that in a natural way, then Organo is for you. Next slide. So I'm asking all of you today to be open. Now, when I first started with this business, I'll tell you two things. I was not a coffee drinker at all. I didn't like the taste, didn't like the smell of it. But what I was I was open to trying something. I needed something. I was falling asleep at the wheel. I was burning the candle at both ends, and I was tired. And somebody introduced me to Organo coffee. I said, look, if it has a health benefit, I'm there. Try the coffee, like the taste of it, and it's been smooth sailing and uphill ever since then. So I'm going to ask you today, would you be open to try a healthier cup of coffee? Would you be open to having better energy and digestion and sleep? Would you be open to trying a meal replacement at least once a day where you can save money, lose weight, maintain weight, or build muscle mass? Also, would you be interested in looking healthier? Looking younger and feeling healthier, and also travel. Travel is huge. So let's talk about health. Health starts at the cellular level, and I heard somebody saying something about that earlier. I don't know if it was Miss JC or if it was Miss Mia, but we're born with cells. Now, if you're a healthy individual, you're born with healthy cells. As we get older, our cells get older. But the thing is, depending on what you put in your body, if you're putting good things in your body's going to perform better. If you're putting not so great things in your body, like you can see right over to the right there, the pizzas, the burgers, the hot dogs, things like all those processed foods, you have to ask yourself, am I doing the best thing I can do for my cells, or am I causing detriment to myself? And I heard something the other day, somebody said, it was interesting. They said, tell me what you eat and I can tell you who you are. So simply put, you are what you eat. So are you eating the right things and putting the right things in your body that's going to help build your cells? Now, people ask us, what is so amazing about our coffee? Well, if you've had it, you already know that the taste is amazing. But what people don't know is there's an exclusive and powerful ingredient called Ganoderma lucidum. Now, everybody say Ganoderma.
Ganoderma.
Ganoderma. It is over 2,000 years old, and it was reserved for the royal. So imagine every time we drink our coffee, tea, take the nutraceuticals, we have a shake, we are actually drinking like royalty. And I love to feel royal. There are medicinal properties. Ganoderma is a powerful, powerful, powerful. And I'm just going to tell you right away, right now, what you're looking at is, yes, that is a mushroom. It is amazing the things that it does. And if you really want to know about Ganoderma, go ahead and Google. Ganoderma has millions of pages on the benefits, the health properties, and the things that it's doing to our bodies. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's talk about Ganoderma. If you look to the right, you'll see a beautiful picture of a rich red Ganoderma. You'll see someone who's cultivating it and picking it from its natural environment. It is actually grown in a certain environment in the mountains. Organo has gone so far to make sure that you get the purest form of Ganoderma that we have actually built over 200 million Ganoderma park to make sure that it's in the right environment, that you're getting the highest potency and the best Ganoderma you possibly can. If you look to the left, that's an artificial form of it. So if you look at the color, it's a little bit lighter. Well, it's much lighter. It reminds me a lot of Xerox versus the original copy. So if I take a color copy and I put it onto my printer and I make a photo of that color copy in black and white, but I take that copy of black and white and continue to copy that, the quality is not going to be as good. So there are a lot of companies out there who produce this artificially, where they do it in a bag or a tube, where you're not getting the benefits of Ganoderma, but there are companies who are able to benefit because they are Me Too. So I guess it's a form of flattery for Organo when companies want to copy them. Next slide. Yes, so let's talk about coffee. Amazing. Our coffee we already talked about the taste, but I don't know if you really know. If you look around, before, when I wasn't a coffee drinker, I did notice people drinking coffee, but I just wasn't interested or didn't really care. But once I saw this presentation and it made sense to me, I was like, wow, people really do drink coffee everywhere. In the salon, it's the first thing that we offer our clients. Not only that, you see television shows, and oh my gosh, you see somebody with a cup of something in their hand, coffee or tea. It's the first thing you see on the table when you go to a restaurant. They have coffee cups already ready for you. They're right there in the hotels where you'll see the Keurigs and all these different coffee machines, because coffee is not a luxury. It is a way of life. People want their coffee every single day, no matter what time it is, no matter what kind of coffee it is. And with Organo, we only want 1% of the coffee industry. So think about your grandmother who might have drank coffee for the last 50 years. She drank it twice a day. Can you imagine what your bank account would look like if you just got 10 cents off of every cup that your grandmother drank for the last 50 years? That would be amazing. Next slide. Uh-oh. One moment, everyone. Can everybody see the screen? I'm looking at a blue screen.
Oh.
Mia. One moment. So we're going to continue. I'll tell you this. The great thing about our industry is that we're able to provide people. If you're someone who says, look, I don't want to save the world, I don't want to be rich, I just want an extra $300, $400 a month. Well, this company's for you. If you're somebody who says, look, I just like to drink coffee and tea, even if it's occasionally, it's for you. If you're somebody who says, look, I know people who like to drink coffee and tea on occasion or all the time, this company is for you. So like I said, if you're open and you're someone who says, look, I might not see an opportunity for myself, I don't drink coffee or tea, but I know plenty of other people who do. The great thing is that you can, whoever invited you on this call today, make sure you get back with them and you tell them that, hey, I know somebody who would love your coffee and tea, because we would love to hear from you. Referrals are gold. So let's talk about our products. Our products are amazing. If you've had a chance to try our coffee or tea, you already know that, oh my gosh, the benefits are great. Right here, you'll see our King of Coffee, which has the spores in it, which is the most powerful part of the Ganoderma. In my cup, that is actually what I'm drinking right now. We have our mocha, which is cocoa and coffee. We also have our Supreme, which has ginseng in it. There are some people on this line who drink this. From what I hear, I'm not married, so when you drink Supreme, one person drinks it, two people enjoy it. You'll get that when you get home or when you get off this line. Also, the latte is a world favorite. Already has a little bit of cream and sugar in it. Our black, and you'll see our OGX Phoenix shakes, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Also, our skincare, you'll see there. And our nutraceuticals, which just comes in a pill form for those who don't drink coffee, tea, or chocolate. The timing of our industry is amazing because coffee was booming 20 years ago. Coffee is booming now, and it will boom long after, even if we start to live on Mars. If you'll see right here at the very top, it talks about Starbucks. Starbucks, people think that Starbucks is everywhere. Yes, it is. You'll see it on several corners, and you think that they've cornered the market, but really Starbucks only has 4% of the market. So that just shows you how much of an opportunity there's still out there with the coffee business. You'll see Dunkin' Donuts right underneath that, which also has Dunkin' Donuts changed their logo from from 2 donuts to a cup of coffee. Now when you go, people can buy coffee and I think they get a donut free, all the way down to McDonald's that completely revamped their entire restaurants and took out their playpens and made it more of a cafe for people to do business in and centered all of their marketing dollars around coffee. Subway also, guys, I didn't know this, but Subway has coffee now, and so does Wendy's. So coffee is everywhere and it's booming. So let's talk about health. Okay, so we talked about beige foods and cellular health at the cellular level. 40% of the world's population is overweight. We all know that most of that reason is because of the way we eat. Our diets are really poor. Like I said, burgers, fries, eating too much, not eating enough. All of that is detrimental to your body. So OG has a solution for that, which is going to be our OGX shake. Now with the OGX shake, if you haven't tried it, first of all, the taste is amazing. It comes in vanilla and chocolate flavors. You can save money with this shake because most people drink it either once or twice a day. So for breakfast, it's really easy. I like the shake because a lot of times I'm rushing in the morning to go somewhere, so I don't have time to do the whole bacon, eggs, toast, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm able to blend a shake and get all of my nutrients, vitamins, and minerals in one shake and provide myself with a lot of energy. Now there's a lot of testimonials. If you go back one slide, you'll see how we have weight loss testimonials anywhere from as little as 10 pounds to all the way up to 100 pounds. And if we have Mr. Joseph Wilson on the line, I would like him to share a testimony about his cousin, Sierra, in these pictures. Mr. Joseph, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Yes, as you can see there, that is a relative of mine. And initially, I introduced her to a sample of the coffee. So she liked the coffee. And then when the OGX shake came out, she wanted to lose some weight. And she was able to actually lose about 100 pounds, as you can see in the picture on the right. So she became a product of the product. And then she eventually became a distribution partner of mine. So that is my testimony for this evening. You can have it back, Mrs. Robinson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. So if you or anyone you know who is looking to lose weight, definitely get back with the person who invited you on. So let's talk beauty. Again, I work in the beauty industry, so I see women every single day who come in, they want to look younger, they want to feel better, they want to take off 10, 20 years, and now OG has an answer for that. The skincare market is $180 billion, is projected to be by the year of 2024. People want to be hydrated, they want botanicals, they want things that are more natural instead of having to go under the knife or go under the needle. And OG has an answer for that. And the answer is going to be our BU skincare line. Now, if you notice, it's 4 products there. The main ingredients are going to be manuka, jojoba, bee venom, and retinol. All of these products are natural. They're going to leave your skin with an endless and ageless glow. It's going to replenish your skin, restore, and nourish. And all in a natural way, like I said, so that you can feel better, you can look better. There's a lot of products out there. Skincare can be very, very expensive, but you can get the best products from BU at a great discount and a great price. Next slide. So that is, as you'll see, Miss Benita right on the left. She is the maker of the BU products. Up top, that is my mother and I at the convention where we got a chance to go to their pampering party. It was beautiful. And at the bottom, you'll see the small family did a BU party where they were able to introduce the product and have people actually touch, smell, and feel the BU. So you too can do that if that's something you're interested in. It's a great way. The more we share the product, the more we can get it out there and give people what they want. So let's talk travel. Now, right now, we all know we have a pandemic going on, and people have definitely slowed down on travel and stayed in their house. I've been in my house for the last 2 months, so we're already planning where are we going once this travel ban is over. We want to go somewhere. Over 1.2 billion people traveled last year. So with everything going on, the travel business is going to be huge because everybody's going to want to go somewhere. OG also has an answer for travel. If you're someone who usually goes on Travelocity or Orbitz or Priceline, things like that, to get a discount on your travel, well, Travalia is what OG offers. It is going to be a membership and a portal to travel all over the world. And I'm talking about if you want to stay for a couple of dollars at a hotel, at a Holiday Inn Express, all the way up to staying in a 10 bedroom villa or something like that in Rome. We have it all under one portal, and you can do that however you want to travel. You can do that, and if you refer it, those other companies are not, those other apps and online things are not going to give you the discount. Well, they'll give you the discount, but they're not going to give you the referral fees. So with Travalia, you can introduce that to your friends, family, people who love to travel, and they get what they want for a discount, and you get what you want by building your travel business. So seize the opportunity. We've talked about the products that we have to share: our coffee, our tea, our skincare, our nutrition, and health and wellness. So people always ask, well, how do we do this? It is so easy. If you use half cup, put coffee in, drink coffee, enjoy, turn your head to the left or right and share it with someone else. That's what we do, we share. So are you prepared? Every time I see this slide, I see my life in this slide. Studies predicted in 2020 that over 40% of Americans will be independent contractors. Now, with this whole pandemic, a lot of people were furloughed, so they weren't paid. There were some people who were sent home and they were able to work from home, but there are a lot of people who weren't able to even get paid, but they were sent home. If they had a plan B is, you need a plan B for every plan A. Most individuals, 6 to 10 adults, do not have $500 for an emergency. And this situation has been a huge emergency. And it's really sad because people are waiting on stimulus checks still and tax returns. And then some people are waiting on unemployment. So when this is all over, I think people are going to be looking at their lives like, what can I do more? Or how can I prepare myself more in case something happens with my plan A, which is my job or my business? Because as a business owner, we're all affected. If you're not able to work at all and you're not able to be paid, this business right here, Organo, we were still able to sell coffee online. We were still able to sell coffee to individuals. So this business was not affected as some other businesses were. So you guys think about that. And I'm just happy to be here and happy to have this opportunity. Now, our experienced leadership, we're in 5 different continents all over the world, and that's because of our leadership. We'll start with Bernie Chua, who is the founder of Organo. He wanted to bring the treasures of the world to the people of the earth, and he did that with the Ganoderma by infusing it into our coffee, teas, and chocolates. And then we've got Paul Coldwell, who is our OG chairman, who is responsible for adding 2 other verticals. We had the shake and the coffee and tea, and he helped to bring in the skincare and also the travel. Now, OG's mission has always been loyalty, unity, and edification. And if you see that book there, I don't know how many of you have read it, but right now I'm reading it with my brother in Atlanta again. And the book is amazing. It is the #2 book sold in the world behind the Bible. So if you look at the title, it says Think and Grow Rich. It's written by Napoleon Hill. The more we work doesn't make us rich. We know that. We've got our friends and families and grandparents and great-grandparents who work their fingers to the bone and were never rich. So we've got to do something different. So if you just want to find out how to be rich, get this book. I guarantee you it will change your life. The Napoleon Hill Foundation loved our mission. They loved what we stood for. Organo was not interested in being the most profitable company in the world. They were more interested in being the most admired. And the Napoleon Hill Foundation got behind us and allowed us to emboss our symbol and our logo on their book for sale. And that is huge. They've never done that in the history of being alive. So how do we get paid in this business? There's several different ways. 7 actually. How many ways do you get paid at your job? Hold up a finger and let me see if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Most people put up 1, right? Exactly. We go to work, we go home, we get our check, and then we do it all over again. Well, in Organo, we've got 7 ways. So the first way is going to be retail sales, which simply means that we buy low and we sell higher. So we buy wholesale, we sell retail, and we keep all of the profits in between. The minimum you can earn is going to be 50%. Now that's great, but there are some people on this line with us today who have built businesses where they're doing 400%. And I would love I saw Miss Cynthia on here, if she would please give a testimony of what she's done in her business in retail. Uh-oh, Miss Cynthia's on, I think there she is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, sorry, I'm in between customers, so I just stepped out. Wow, this is a great presentation and a great opportunity for me to share a little bit about my retail. Actually, it's a good idea to share a little bit because of what's going on in the pandemic. Like you mentioned, Candice, about having alternative income that you can still make money at. I have been working with the COVID-19 locations, if you guys know, the testing locations that are surrounding areas through Hillsborough County. There's more in some of the school locations where people can come and go get their testing done. Well, and catering to those folks coffee in the morning. And it's anywhere from about 65 to 150 people. And it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and the state is actually paying us. So just within, I think, I'm doing a hot breakfast with it, but just to give you some idea, the last 2 weeks, coffee, I've done over $7,000 just in retail.
Thank you so much, Miss Cynthia. That is powerful.
And like I said, this is an amazing opportunity. A lot of people have used the coffee to sell the coffee individually. I leave samples out as well, just to be able to, give them an idea of what they can purchase after they leave. So it's awesome opportunity and awesome income. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you. And everybody, did you hear how she shares? The more you share the product, the more exposure. That's a picture of us at a couple of our events in our frappes. Our second way of getting paid is just simply, if we bring people into this business, people who are interested, the company will pay you up to $130 per person who signs up with the Organo experience. The power of the dual team is the third way that we get paid. So that is simply you starting your business and finding two people who know, like, love, trust you, who want something else for their family, them drinking the coffee and them finding two people. Your business can grow exponentially. If you see, this was in 12 months, but if it took you 10 years to get the overall sales of $240,000, 20% of that would be $20,000. If you could do that in 10 years, would that be worth it to you? You build your business as fast or slow as you like. 4, 5, and 6 is going. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are just additional ways to get paid. You'll find that out. If you become a distributor, we'll definitely help you get there, but you got to get through ways 1, 2, and 3 first. So let's get started. We start with the starter pack. Right now, it's actually $9.95 to get started. That is to start a business, an international business. That's amazing. There's a couple different packages. We have bronze, silver, or gold. I call them good, gooder, and goodest. If you look at OG as the Olympics, it doesn't matter where you get in. Wherever you get in and where you start, you can build from there. Of course, the best pack is going to be your gold pack, but you can start your business today wherever you'd like. There's also a starter kit for the BU if you decided that you just wanted to focus on skincare. So whose life will change today? If that's you, definitely let the person know who invited you on. If it's someone you know, also referrals, we really appreciate that. And I want to thank you so much for letting me present today. It has been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Miss JC, I don't know if you want to close this out, but I want to say today's presenter, Miss Candice, woo, very professional. We can tell you have traveled all over the land training others.
Yes,
and this opportunity today was amazing. So thank you for presenting and thank you for sharing this opportunity. We have plenty of visitors and guests on today's call. So we're going to actually check the chat feed to see if there's any questions. But we will say today's presenter, you knocked it out of the park because there's lots of comments and feedback. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and here, Candice, great job. And I just wanted to ask a question. When you said that it was $9.95, was that $995 or $9.95 to come into
$9.95.
All right, thank you so much. I said that to someone and didn't realize that they couldn't make a decision because they were trying to see how they could get the $900. So, yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yes, let me clarify, $9.95 to start your international coffee business. Are there any other comments or questions?
Well, with that said, I don't believe we checked the feed. There's any other questions? We're going to close out with some amazing music and thank everybody for being visitors on today's OG Opportunity of a Lifetime.
Thank you.
Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Hey, Carmen.